Drama continues between Dalton's mayor and the village's board of trustees after multiple members did not attend tonight's monthly meeting.
The Tiffany Henyard saga has spiraled into a full-blown controversy, with pressure mounting as more people demand justice. Many are left wondering why she has not been arrested yet. As the drama intensifies, shady deals and dark secrets continue to emerge from every direction. However, events have now taken a shocking turn. Her own lawyer has turned against her. In a highly explosive meeting, bombshell information was revealed that stunned everyone in the room. This was not just a routine, legal discussion. It marked a pivotal moment in the saga, one that could alter her fate forever. The lawyer did not hold back, exposing startling secrets that threatened to dismantle Henyard's carefully crafted public image and put her at serious risk of facing legal consequences she has long evaded. The confession revealed under the table deals, questionable actions, and unethical behavior that painted Henyard in a far darker light than anyone had anticipated. For months, disbelief has grown among her followers, who cannot fathom how someone so deeply entangled in scandal remains free despite all the damning evidence coming to light. One burning question remains: why has Tiffany Henyard not been arrested? How is she still walking free when so many secrets have been exposed? Her lawyer's betrayal has unveiled just how deep the corruption goes, making it clear that there are more layers to this web of deceit than anyone could have imagined. With the public demanding answers and the legal system now forced to confront the full scale of the situation, it is difficult to ignore the possibility that her entire world could come crashing down at any moment. Her continued freedom raises even more suspicions. Are powerful allies protecting her, or is the system simply too broken to act? As more details surface, it seems her time in the public eye may soon be coming to an end. The question remains: can Tiffany Henyard keep evading justice, or is the truth finally catching up with her? With the stakes higher than ever, the walls are closing in. What was once an untouchable figure may soon become a cautionary tale, proving that even the most powerful can fall when their secrets are exposed.
Jumping ship, I never was on the ship, the jumping ship. Almost good.
Dramatic meeting in Dalton leads to even more controversy, this time over a new hire.
Not only did Mayor Tiffany Henyard make the hire without consent from the board, we're learning tonight the newest employee.
There is now undeniable evidence that Tiffany Henyard has enlisted the help of two criminal defense attorneys with a reputation for handling high-profile cases, including some of the most notorious legal battles in the country. While hiring a strong defense team is generally a wise move in the face of serious allegations, many have raised eyebrows at the caliber of lawyers Henyard has chosen, especially since she has consistently maintained her innocence. The decision to bring in such high-powered and controversial figures has sparked widespread speculation about why she would need such an aggressive legal team if, in fact, she truly has nothing to hide. One of the attorneys she hired, Brinley, is particularly notorious. He gained national attention for his defense of R. Kelly's former manager, who faced severe allegations of illicit activities and witness tampering. Although Brinley managed to secure an acquittal for his client, his defense strategies were widely criticized for being highly unethical, often blurring the lines of acceptable legal practice. Over the years, numerous claims have surfaced that Brinley employed illegal tactics such as coaching witnesses to lie, tampering with evidence, and even bribing officials to secure favorable verdicts. While these methods were undeniably effective in some instances, they raised serious ethical concerns and cast a long shadow over his career. The controversy surrounding Brinley reached a peak in September 2015, when he was hit with 21 federal charges, including conspiracy and obstruction of justice. These charges stemmed from 6 separate cases in which he had served as a defense attorney. Prosecutors accused him of engaging in unethical behavior, including improper witness coaching and manipulation of evidence. The legal battle that ensued was long and contentious, and although Brinley was ultimately cleared of the charges, the case severely damaged his reputation and left many questioning his integrity. Despite this, Brinley's career has continued, although it remains deeply tarnished. It wasn't just Brinley's courtroom conduct that raised alarms. His behavior outside the courtroom has also been called into question. Several former clients have accused him of fraud, claiming they paid hefty fees for his services but received little to no results. These clients alleged that Brinley mishandled or abandoned their cases, failing to conduct proper evaluations or live up to his promises. Many of these disgruntled clients have accused him of cheating them out of their money, leaving them feeling deceived and abandoned. As these grievances accumulated over time, Brinley's reputation became further damaged, and his practices became increasingly scrutinized. Yet despite his controversial history, Henyard chose to trust him with her defense. Henyard's decision to bring Brinley and another attorney, Ed McDavid, to a public meeting in Dalton only fueled the controversy surrounding her case. What was initially expected to be a serious discussion of mounting legal troubles quickly devolved into a bizarre and confrontational spectacle. Rather than addressing the urgent legal issues at hand, Brinley and McDavid launched into an impassioned defense of Henyard, attempting to shift the blame for the ongoing unrest in the village onto others. Brinley, in particular, made a number of audacious claims that left the crowd in disbelief, many of which were quickly criticized for being false or misleading. One of his most notable and heavily scrutinized assertions was his attempt to paint Henyard as the sole victim in the entire situation. He portrayed her as the target of a coordinated smear campaign, accusing various trustees and officials of orchestrating a deliberate effort to tarnish her reputation. This defense strategy was widely seen as deeply flawed, and in some cases, completely unfounded. Brinley's attempt to deflect blame onto others was perceived by many as an effort to distort the narrative and manipulate the situation in Henyard's favor, ignoring the broader picture of public outrage and mounting evidence against her. The claims that the trustees were responsible for the unrest were viewed as an oversimplification of the complex issues at play. Many observers questioned whether Brinley was simply trying to distract from Henyard's own involvement in the controversy. Instead of offering meaningful insights or new information to clarify her position, his statements seemed more like an effort to discredit the very people who were raising legitimate concerns. McDavid, while supporting Brinley's stance, failed to provide any significant details or help illuminate the key issues at hand. The meeting left many of those in attendance questioning the motives behind the defense team's actions. Was this approach truly in Henyard's best interest, or was it merely a desperate attempt to deflect attention from the serious charges against her? The audacity of their statements only deepened the mystery surrounding Henyard's case, and it became clear that her legal team, despite its high skill level, was willing to take extreme measures to protect her. However, as the number of allegations against Henyard grows, it remains uncertain whether this strategy will ultimately succeed in the long run. While Brinley's tactics may have worked in past high-profile cases, his controversial history casts a shadow over his current defense efforts. The more he and McDavid attempt to divert attention from the allegations, the more their credibility is questioned. It is clear that Henyard's legal battle is far from over, and with the stakes continuing to rise, the true purpose of these high-profile defense strategies remains to be seen. The question that remains is whether their aggressive tactics can ultimately save Henyard, or whether the mounting public outrage and overwhelming evidence will finally bring her to justice.
The scheduled Board of Trustees meeting was canceled because there weren't enough trustees present. But Mayor Tiffany Henyard still showed up and appointed a new village administrator and a new...
Tiffany Henyard's legal troubles have deepened significantly, with a series of contentious actions and mounting accusations against her, despite the efforts of her criminal defense team to protect her. One of the more glaring issues emerged when Brinley, one of Henyard's attorneys, claimed that the board lacked the authority to call meetings and misrepresented the requirements of the Open Meetings Act. He stated that a 10-day notice was required to cancel a meeting, but in reality, the act only mandates such notice when a public body changes the schedule of its regular meetings, not when canceling a single session. The situation escalated further when Brinley made the audacious accusation that the board was responsible for Henyard's appointment of Keith Freeman as village administrator. However, video evidence contradicted this claim, showing that while a motion to approve Freeman's appointment was made, it was not seconded, meaning it failed. Despite this, Henyard proceeded with the appointment, disregarding the board's clear disapproval. Brinley also misrepresented Jason House's authority to sign checks, claiming he lacked such power. However, both the Cook County Circuit Court and village rules clearly indicate that House was, in fact, authorized to sign checks. These inaccuracies and misrepresentations raise serious questions about whether Henyard's defense team is focused on addressing the core legal issues at hand or merely deflecting blame. Instead of offering a substantial defense against the mounting accusations, Brinley claimed that Henyard's personal lawyer could halt specific actions, misleadingly suggesting that only the courts, not her attorneys, have the power to make those decisions. This led to growing concerns about the true effectiveness of Henyard's legal representation. Are her lawyers genuinely working to resolve the situation, or are they simply engaging in a public relations effort to protect their client at all? Costs? Henyard herself did not attend the meeting where Brinley and McDavid made their claims, but the village board continued to work without her, meeting at the field house to discuss Dalton's finances. The absence of Henyard, coupled with increasing public criticism, painted a picture of a leader whose authority is rapidly diminishing under the weight of controversy.